Hi guys, welcome back to another weekly video. Kayong here from Alpha Play Chief Currency Strategies. If you are the first time watching our video, right, we'd like to welcome you. Basically what we do on the weekly basis in such video is that we share with you some of our trades taken last week, as well as some of the potential setups and the focus for the week ahead. Alright, and for those who have been following us sometime, really thank you for your support. So now let's jump into the content itself. Alright, so I'd like to share with you guys, alright, some of the trades that we have taken last week, and those are wonderful trades. Alright, we actually have 4 of them. Alright, mainly the euro dollar, the pound yen, the dollar Canadian, as well as the dollar yen. Right, the dollar pairs are mainly taken before the NFP is released. Alright, we combine both the fundamental and technical analysis to give us the confidence to pull the trigger and taking those trades. So this is a screenshot of an analysis before the NFP itself. Alright, so we are having a bullish bias on euro dollar. We are actually looking for buying opportunity around the 1.0693 towards 1.0726. Alright, looking for a buy going into NFP, alright, trading out of the event itself. So I would just like to bring you to what happened after that. Alright, so we actually bought it around this area. Alright, between 1.07, and you can see that price actually came down to as low as 1.0708, and then we had a very nice bounce. Alright, that was close to about 80 pips, and we have already shifted our stop loss to break even. Alright, riding further up for this particular week itself. The other pair is pound yen. Alright, we actually shared this as well and said that we are having a bearish bias, looking for short opportunity around the 1.4176 to 142.25. Alright, looking for it to move lower. And I'd like to just show you an update what has happened since the analysis. The high was up to 141.95. Alright, which is within that zone, and we are seeing now price moving very nicely towards where our targets are. And of course, in terms of dollar Canadian as well, we are looking to sell before the NFP came in around the 1.034 to 1.0355. We sold it around 1.0355. Alright, and to update you, we are not deeply in profit right now. Alright, but it's up about close to 30 pips. We already have shifted our stop loss on this pair as well, looking for price to move lower. And the last pair last week that we'd like to share with you is the dollar yen. Alright, looking to sell around the 113 to 113.2. Alright, we sold it somewhere around there as well, and you can see current price is at 112.37. That's about close to 60 pips. Alright, we has already shifted stop loss to break even and looking to target lower. Alright, so just to share with you some of the trades that we've taken last week, this fall, alright, pretty cool. We do have few others that we got out at break even simply because price didn't move as intended. We actually protected our capital and get out of it. So back to what is gonna happen and what are some of the opportunities for this week. Right, we take a look at the calendar for this week. You will realize that Tuesday you'll be active on the Australian because we have the we have the Australia cash rate and the RBA rate statement. Alright, and then we have some news coming in from the Canadian side, but that's not that important. And then Thursday will be in the New Zealand side. Alright, we have the RBNZ rate statement and the official cash rate as well. Followed by Friday, we have Aussie monetary policy statement and some China and UK data. Right, so this week focus is definitely on the Australia and New Zealand currencies, right, which is your Aussie and Kiwi. Alright, so this video I'll be sharing with you some of the insights and some of the analysis that we have on this two particular currency. So in terms of fundamental, alright, both the Aussie and Kiwi is actually still weak. Right, but the current sentiment is that both central banks are probably not gonna cut rate. So that's where we see some relief rally from these two currencies in the past, I would say close to 1.5 months. Alright, since the start of the year we have saw Australian dollar as well as Kiwi dollar rally. Right, so we do not expect a rate cut for this coming central bank meeting, but from our analysis, alright, we are expecting the Aussie and Kiwi to reverse from its recent rally, alright, towards the downside. Right, we are adopting both the fundamental and technical perspective, right? And technical perspective wise, we are currently using wave analysis to understand how the market move, as well as to have a very accurate forecast as to where it's gonna go. Alright, so for Australian dollar, what we are seeing over here is actually a potential triangle formation. Right, so we did see a move down, a move up, and then a move down, right, which forms the ABC. We are potentially completing the D wave and expecting one last move towards the downside. Right, and you can see price has touched the 854 Fibonacci retracement level and is facing some kind of resistance up there. Alright, going down to lower time frame, we also saw a 5-wave move towards the upside. Alright, potentially has completed hitting the minimum target of 38.2 expansion. So from here, we are expecting price to move lower. Alright, but having said that, it does still have some room to go higher, up to 0.7788. It's still gonna be a valid potential reversal area to look out for. Right, sharing with you then what are some of the actions that you can take on the Australian dollar, as well as what are our trade plan going into this week. Okay, because of the higher time frame, it's still on the uptrend, but we are spotting a potential reversal zone. We are currently holding a neutral bias on the trading time frame, alright, which is the 1 hour time frame. So our trade plan is not to have an aggressive sell over here at current price, but what we are waiting for is for price to drop lower, alright, towards this area, which we might potentially see some form of support, and we want to wait for it to pull back, and then we'll look for a short opportunity. Alright, so for Australian dollar, we are not having an action plan right now, right? But we are waiting for it to move, alright, which can come from the RBA rate statement tomorrow. Okay, so after it moves, then you look out for opportunity. Okay, so for Aussie dollar, keep a lookout for a potential reversal. Right, but for us, we are not having any active trade opportunity as of now. Okay, for Kiwi dollar, alright, again you can see the rally since actually the beginning of the year. Alright, is a very strong rally, and then we saw some form of correction. What we are seeing over here is that we saw price completed a total of 7 swings towards the up move, as well as coming down towards this ABC. Alright, and then this entire retracement here is the 7th swing. Alright, so what is gonna happen is that it's probably not completed. Alright, so we expect one more move lower. Alright, at least a 3-wave move. It can be 5, but minimally we are targeting a 3-wave move lower towards this area of 0.6685 to 0.6835. Alright, the potential reversal zone will be somewhere around up here. Okay, I bring you to the lower time frame on H4 to share with you what we are looking out for. Alright, we have from the previous structure low, alright, we do have an extended 3rd wave, and then we are forming a 5th wave completion. Alright, and we target it to complete around the 7368 to 7392 area. Alright, so it does still have some more upside for it to go. Alright, so this is on the higher time frame analysis. I bring you to what we have for the week in terms of our trade plan. Alright, so we are also similar to Aussie dollar, simply because higher time frame is on an uptrend, right? And we are spotting a reversal. So our bias is actually more towards a neutral, but potentially spotting for a reversal towards the downside. So our trade plan for Kiwi dollar will be to look for short opportunities around this area, alright, which we identified it's at 0.7368 to 0.74. Alright, when price move up towards this area, we'll be looking for opportunity to short it. Alright, and of course, in terms of the target, I'll be currently using the daily target as low as 0.6837. Okay, so this if you actually look into this kind of risk to reward is pretty decent, but of course price doesn't move one direction straight down. Alright, so we'll be looking to take profit as price move, and then you know, if it goes in our direction, we'll be scaling in as well. Alright, so this is the two potential setups that I would like to share with you, especially the focus for this week is on the Australian dollar and the Kiwi dollar. Right, so if you have any other questions, always feel free to drop them under the comments below, alright, the comment section below this video. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, alright, do subscribe and like this video so that when we post new videos along the way, you'll be updated as well. Alright, so with that, I would like to end this video here and trade according to your plan and always manage your risk, and I'll talk to you soon.